to stay on this live. I've got my heating blanket on me. I've got this cute blanket I got from the fleece company, which was supposedly cotton and doesn't feel cotton, feels polyester. And I got my brand new mouse. Look at how freaking cute this is. I love it. But it had some mixed reviews. Some people said it didn't last long. Hopefully it will last long. It's super fucking cute and I absolutely love it. I'm actually over here on my laptop. Over here doing some work. But I thought, maybe I'll yap to myself about some things and maybe some people will pop on. And I don't know if it's going to work out well because I'm trying to get some work done. My son is making vegan mac and cheese, or as I call it, vegan mac and cheese, right now. Ugh. And anyway, so I kind of wanted to talk to myself. I made a bunch of videos earlier that I didn't share. Basically a video therapy session to myself where I was talking to myself about one of my newish clients. I've been working with her for a while now, doing a lot of stuff, background stuff for her podcast. And what is going on here? Let me see. Is it over here? I'm trying to save a bunch of files. But now I'm not finding it again. And where are they going is my question. Okay, so anyway, hello. I'm going to be not paying attention to the chat so much right now because like I said, I'm actually looking at my computer, which you can see is right here. And I am just trying to get some work done. And I thought I would talk a little bit about my, hello, One Humanity and Motor Player. Hi. So, thank you for being here. I'm just trying to get a little bit of work done. Hello, everybody. A big hello to you. And I'm sorry, I don't know what you're saying. Anyway, so, the lights. Thank you. Thank you. So, I'm looking over here because I'm trying to get some work done. Hi, everybody. Hi. And so, anyway, I have this client. I've been working with them for a while, and they're doing a podcast. And then you like my attitude? Thank you. Thank you for subbing. I don't know if you like my attitude based on this, or you've seen the other things that I've done where you really see my attitude. So anyway, talking about my attitude, so I'm working for these people and they're down south and I am in the, hi Craig Williams. You love the lights. Thank you. Look, I'll show you. They go almost all the way around. Isn't that so freaking cool? And then and then I have, and then there's some that they died. I have to take them down. But I have these lights up like all year round because I just love them. And then like when it's Christmas, I can change it from the purple to more like green and red. These ones over here, you can see how I need to sleep more. I know. I do. That's true. Ain't no lie in that. And I look, well, the lighting is definitely making me look extra tired because it's real, like, it's emphasizing. But anyway, see how these like slow fade into like, different color schemes. So anyway, it brings me a lot of joy. I didn't fart. So I mean, it's not like that never happens, but not on live stream. Come on. I still have some bodily control. Thank you very much. No, they're begging for light. they look bad because of the dark lighting, but it's not actually. Let's see if I put a brighter screen on. You can see, like, I don't look as bad, do I? Maybe I look worse. Anyway, I just, thank you, Travis. So, what's the live about? Nothing. I'm just chit-chatting. Just popped on. I'm trying to do some work on my computer over here. And so I thought I would just chit-chat and see if anybody would pop on. And so like I was saying, I have this new client. I've been working with them for a while, and they're down south, and I think that I experienced like the first cultural difference from the south to the north. Like, I'm very blunt. I am very just, you know, I say what I say what's on my mind. I say what needs to be said. I'm not trying to beat around the bush or bullshit people. I don't say one thing and mean another. I say what the fuck I mean. That's why. All right. You can go. That's why I have a policy of ignore, yeet, and delete. Because I ain't got time for you, motherfucker. I don't have time. I don't have time to debate people who genuinely are just, trying to be discordant or whatever. But of course, now when it comes to a client, I can't behave that way. I can't be like, fuck you, yeet and delete to a client. Of course, I mean, I have done that, to be honest. There have been a couple of clients where I was like, whatever the fuck you trying to get, you ain't gonna get. Not from me. So, but anyway, in this particular case, they're very nice and stuff. And so apparently we were on a call with, another client, and excuse me. Okay, babe. My kid. How's my day going? It's good. But like I'm saying, so anyway, so I have this client, and maybe I could try to make it like, because it's also like the neck vagina. Did you guys see that picture of Trump that he hated so much? Oh my God, that was so wonderful. Why? Because fuck MAGA. Fuck you, MAGA bitches, and your pussy neck. Let's see if I could make this a little better. Set this over here. Let's see if that'll be better. Trying to set it up. I had a feeling this would be probably like an awkward live, trying to pop on while I'm working, which is very distracting. Of course it is. And here, let's see. I'm gonna go over here. So buy silver, Mark Zimmerman says. So anyway, guys, I am trying to get some work done, and I thought I would just say hi and chat a little bit. But I am honestly very distracted. I need my moderator if I want to be able to chat a little bit while I'm not moderating the chat because it's pretty damn hard to get rid of all the losers and the scum. Look, how did that even get through? My God, the creeps come out on YouTube. The lighting is pretty weird. Anyway, I was just saying that I'm used to communicating very directly, and ain't nobody got time for bullshit, you know. So I was in a meeting, and oh, thank you, Park Osterwich. And so I was asking, so the people that I'm working on this podcast with, all right, maybe I'll just move this over and chat for a minute. Pause the work. Hold on. Let me pause my. Okay. So we're working with this company, and they are recording the podcast over there. One sec. My kid is making vegan mac and cheese. So they record the podcast over there at the studio where they are, and then it's like 3 camera angles, and then they do an initial edit, and then I've been working on like editing it further and stuff like that, and I just need them to send me the MP4. Thank you, Joseph. You know, that's all. So we had a call, and I was asking them like, well, you know, on your thing that you put together, it says, see, look, I look much better with light. You know, the thing that they put together about their services and what they offer and everything, it says we can put the files in the Dropbox folder or in the Google Drive. So I was just trying to find out, are you going to put it in the Google Drive, or are you going to put it in the Dropbox? Do you have your own Dropbox? Sorry, one sec. Doing this live. Doing a live. You know, do you have your own Dropbox folder? Do you want to use our Dropbox folder? And then they kept being like super elusive. And so I don't know if any of you do edits, but one way that companies can do edits where they're going to do the edits and you're going to make your suggestions is, just putting lip balm on, something called Frame.io. Frame.io edits. And you have to timestamp every single edit, the beginning of the edit, the ending of the edit. And while, you know, I'm able to actually do it, it takes a lot longer than just doing the edits. So when you do the Frame.io edits, it takes like fucking 10 times longer, or even twice as long. So I said like, hey, I can do a lot of these edits, and it might save some time, and then I can come up with the reels, and I can do all these things for them, and then that's what they wanted me to do. But anyway, the point was that other company was like, they did not want to give me the files. So I pushed back a little bit, and I was like, am I misunderstanding something? Because the client is the one who, like, it's her podcast, and she's the one, like, she's your client. I'm working for her. I am going to, like, I'm just here to do what she wants, and that's what she said she wants. So I'm just not understanding what's going on. And so then I was like, uh-oh, did I cross the line? Did I push back? You're high. You're high, you're sad. Hi, Annabelle. Sorry you're sad. And then so like the next time we spoke, I said, I just wanted to say I'm sorry if I stepped on any toes pushing back like that. Oh wait. Okay, and I'm back. My kid was coming into the room. So, but anyway, so then the next time I spoke to them, I was like, oh gosh, I hope I didn't step on anybody's toes or, push back too hard. And they were like, oh, no, it's fine. And I was like, okay, because I was hoping that, I was thinking that maybe they were a little bit mad. And they were like, no, they're not mad, So then today we were on a call, and wouldn't you know it, they were mad. See, I'm very insightful. I knew that motherfuckers was mad, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, but literally what was happening was that they initially hired that company, and then when I got in the team, they started to really like what I'm doing, and they wanted to give me more work and give them less work, and so that pissed them off. And when I came on the call and I'm pushing back, like, where are you going to send me the files so that I can do the work? They were mad about it. And then my client was like, down south, hi Roger, hi Jimbo, hi Audrey, C1 and hello. So I was like, so then they mentioned it today, and they were like, well, actually, they were upset, and we had a call about it. And I was like, you were scrolling and found me, cool. Thank you for being here. And I was like, well, and then they were like, down here in the South, we don't talk shit to people's faces. We talk shit behind their backs. And I was like, hold on. That's a creepy thing to say, but okay. Let me get rid of this weird creep. So they were upset. The other people were upset, and I'm like, I told you they were upset, and I was like, well, I'm from the East Coast, and we are blunt. We tell it like it is. We say what needs to be said. We don't beat around the bush. And I was getting frustrated because I was just simply asking, where are you going to drop the files? And they refused to answer. And, so I was like, I have zero Southern hospitality, like zero. And, so I don't know. I'm sorry. Sorry for your loss. Goodbye. Like, people who want to jump on somebody's live stream and trauma dump. Ugh. It's like, sad things happen. I get it. But to just jump on some stranger's live stream and then just trauma dump in their chat. Ugh. It's just so creepy. So, anyway, I didn't want to be on for long. I just wanted to just talk a little bit and get rid of some more losers. Anybody who knows what I'm about, you know what I'm about. I yeet and delete. I ignore, yeet and delete any inappropriate peeps. I am all about it for inclusion. And it's funny. So, like I'm saying, so I'm from the East Coast, and we have a very blunt way of speaking, and matter of fact, get to the point. Stop beating around the bush. Stop being elusive. Stop. If I had to choose, would I rather have $1 million or see the Trump family in jail? I mean, give me $1 million, bitch. I want to see them in jail. Of course I do. However, would I pass up an opportunity to have some security for my family and I? You tell it like it is. Thank you. You're from West Virginia. Sorry to hear that. I went there once, and it was, wherever I was, it was like a military base, and there were these incredibly loud, like air fighter, and they were like coming back from war, and so they were making all kinds of noise, and so it sounded like it was like a war zone. And they had absolutely zero vegan friendly food. I had like French fries for the long weekend. I was like, oh, I hate this place. I don't want to leave. But that was just one little beach. I am sure. Oh, sure. Oh, I've absolutely will do that for you. Fuck you. Bye. It's funny, like people who are watching and can't see the chat might be like, what the hell is she talking about? I'm eating and deleting some scum. This is a safe place for LGBTQ plus. This is not a safe space for transphobic, homophobic, racist, motherfucking MAGA bitches. Fuck you, Nazis. Get the fuck out of here. We hate you. You're not welcome here. You're not validated here. You don't have a safe space here. We don't debate you. We don't make room for you. We don't fucking coochie with you. No empathy for you. And I don't coddle you. I fucking eat and delete. Goodbye. Fuck you. Hate you. Bye. I don't, that's a stupid question. That's a dumb question to me. It's vegan food. That's nice. There's a lot of options now. Yeah, vegan tacos are amazing. Thank you for saying that, Heaven. No, Jonathan, I will not be your girlfriend. Anyways, so yeah, it was interesting. And, of course, there's a part of me, I'm like, gosh, I hope that, because I get on my live stream. Hi, Marcus. I get on my live stream and, if you want to send me a super chat or something, you can do that. You can send a super chat. You can send a super thanks. You can join me and be a member. Flint Robinson, my day is going well. I've been extremely busy. Hello, Jacob Loomis. Hello, Gerard. Gerard Cosmetics. Are you the actual one like that Emily D. Baker talks about being friends with? There's no way. That would be crazy. They have these lip glosses with like light up. Are you for real? There is no way. I don't believe that. The light up lip balm thing, so cute. Ooh, sorry, that sounded terrible. Oh, I'm gonna delete you. I love when people make it clear that they need to be immediately deleted. What do you mean, do you do ChatGPT? I mean, I do use AI. You just rejoined YouTube? Color your smile glosses. That is so cool, Gerard. I don't remember your name. I know she says your name, but that's super cool. Well, I'm doubting you're the actual friend of Emily D. Baker, but that's really cool. Thank you for being here. I super duper love that. How would you rate? What is this? Are you 5? Not you, Gerard. This guy who's asking me these silly questions. Jen, oh my God, I am blown away. That's so cool because I followed Emily D. Baker for years, and she always talks about your lipsticks, and she's always pulling that out and reapplying. But I always was so, impressed about how cute it looks with the light. That's really, really cool. I am an ally, although I do identify as queer because I ain't no fucking heteronormative motherfucker. It's wonderful to meet you. Thank you. You too. Thank you for being here. That's really, really cool. Yeah, I'm just shooting the shit and talking about, so I have these clients, I'm helping do a podcast for them, and we were on a meeting, and I was being very blunt and matter of fact with the other people on the call, and apparently they didn't care for that. And then the other clients were telling me, it's wonderful to meet you too, Jen. Thank you so much. I did do a live earlier. What? I don't understand what that. So anyway, it was just interesting to me because I highly value people who are direct. I highly value people who say what they mean what they say. They don't beat around the bush. And, just let's be efficient. Let's be effective. Let's say what we need. Agreed. Thank you. And these people were like being all elusive and wouldn't give an answer. And I was just like, what is this shit? So the decor is nice. Where do you get the Christmas lights? Amazon, CVS, various places. But thank you. And you know that saying, people won't remember what you said, but they'll remember how you made them feel. One sec. And I also have heard um, that, people don't get promoted simply because they do the best job, or, you're the most advanced, but it's more about the social relationship between you and whoever, um, you're working with. So, my God, okay. It's so hard to, Jen, if you're still here, Emily has the most amazing mods. And like, I just love that she has a very strict, policy. And I have a very strict policy. My policy is that, anyone who's hateful, if you are racist, xenophobic, transphobic, homophobic, if you talk about, sexual things, if you're MAGA, if you're fascist, I eat you. I delete you. I ignore, eat, and delete as much as I can. I don't have time for that. And it's hard to focus on the point or the topic I'm talking about, and also try to field, um, reading the chat and stay on point and topic, and at the same time reply to the chat and all of these things. So, my God, Emily is amazing. She does so well. But my God, is she over 1 million people by now? She's got to be. Anyway, so yeah, it's kind of interesting to me. Like, I really like these clients and I want to continue to grow with them. But when you're working remote and you have different clients from different areas, different regions, and then there's different ways of communicating. And where I'm from in the Northeast Coast, we appreciate. Do I time them out? Oh no, I just delete them. I time someone out if I feel like their question is, maybe skirting the line, but it could potentially be innocent, but it's just not something that I want to see, or engage with. So if I feel like maybe you're not like, just totally evil, I'll time you out. But most of the time, like if it's racist, xenophobic, homophobic, transphobic, if they're talking about my, or there's a variety of comments, that, like here's one, you may be able to see this comment, I'm going to hide them from my channel. And then, when people just, sometimes it's just kind of, I feel like they're probably a kid, or they have the mentality of a kid. So, hello. Sometimes people pop on and they might seem nice and engage for a little bit, and then they pop off with some insane shit. Oh, I also, I yeet and delete the religious zealots. You know, this is my space. This is my YouTube channel where I'm curating a vibe, a tribe based off of my vibe. It's a safe space for the LGBTQ plus community, as well as allies, and for people who enjoy democracy and freedom of speech. However, there's a difference between freedom of speech and having the right to say shit in somebody's chat. It's just not, one thing is not the other. So, but again, I just do not bother to engage with people I don't want to engage with. I just don't have the energy or the time or the desire or the need nor the responsibility, nor is it, something to do. It's like, look at this. Look at this absolute loser, And then sometimes you just somehow you end up in this like I have no idea how this is even happening. It's like bots. So you know, your chat gets, hello, your chat gets hit by trolls. So, you know, it's unfortunate. I mean, I do like the fact that um this is a platform that gives me access to many people that I wouldn't otherwise have access to, or have access to me, I should say. And yet at the same time, there is the reality that, you know, it's just, there's a lot of trolls, and there's a lot of weirdos, you know. So, have a nice day. Thank you too. Hello, Marcus. And so, you know, it's like some of these, I don't think these are even real people. And I don't think those are real people. Those are just bots or something. I was talking about a topic. I was talking about working with clients remotely when there is, hello, Bella Salt, where there is a difference of how people like to communicate, you know, like a communication style. And that, like, there's this, you know, maybe down south, they they expect you to be less direct, and they expect you to, you know, beat around the bush. And like my clients were saying, you know, we don't talk shit to people's faces. We talk shit behind their backs. And they said it a couple of times. No, I hate MAGA. Fuck MAGA. How can I be MAGA? Why would I have this here if I was MAGA? Pay attention. Read the room. Um, you know, and that sometimes the vibe, like, you're doing an amazing job, everything they need you to do is exactly what you can do, but they just have a totally different expectation. And obviously that goes way beyond just like a different region in the same country. Obviously, if you're working with people from different cultures all over the world, there's going to be that. And, you know, and I appreciate that. That's why I love diversity. I love being able to interact with different people from all over the world. But so, you know, that's what I was talking about. I was thinking a lot about that today because I had been kind of worried about it when it happened initially on the call, and I was like pushing back a little bit. And then I apologized to the people, like, I hope I didn't step on any toes. And they're like, no, 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 no. And then the people eventually were like, no, you know, why was she so to the point? You know, I don't know exactly what they said, but so yeah, just an interesting thing to think about because, like I said, where I am from, people are very direct, and that's why I always say, ignore, yeet, and delete. I don't engage. I don't give a fuck. Kumbaya, fuck you. We're all one, and I love people who also love people. I don't love. I don't make a space or a room for people whose goal it is to tear others down, to take away their rights, then to deny that they're doing it by asking stupid questions and, you know, pretending that they're not aware of what they're doing and turning, you know, Darvo, where it's deny, attack, reverse, victim offender, where, you know, the narcissistic person, the narcissistic abuser is abusing you, but then turns around and blames it on you, tells you you're crazy, tells you you're the things that they are, or that you're doing the things to them that they're doing to you. And they just, you know, it's just blah, you're just going crazy with it. So that's another reason why I highly curate my space, so that the people that end up still being here will be the vibe that I want to, you know, hang out with. Well, then you can go somewhere else. Okay. So, but you know what's so crazy about unwanted guests is that they get so offended. They get so offended that you know, you won't put up with them. They get so offended when you put up boundaries that exclude them, not because of their religion, not because of, you know, the color of their skin, not because of the language that they speak, but because of the fact that they want to put other people below them. They want other people to not have rights, or not to have health insurance, or not to be able to get married, or not to be able to, you know, adopt children, have a family, not be able to have the health care that they need in all the ways that they do, to not be able to dress they want to dress, or to, you know, express themselves how they want to, or love who they love, and all of the things. And then they want to say, you know, my yeeting and deleting them out of my YouTube channel is somehow equivalent to all of the things that they want to do and are doing. You know, kidnap innocent people off the street and throw them in a God knows some kind of horrific prison where they'll probably die. How they look, you know, their accent or whatever. And it's like the fact that those narrow-minded, pea-brained, ignorant, hateful little bastards could actually bring it out of their mouths to say, you're deleting me off of your YouTube channel, you're the same. Like, deleting you off my YouTube channel or taking all of your human rights away. One thing does not look like the other. And that's why you're a stupid motherfucker. And you ain't welcome here. You ain't welcome here. Unless, of course, you know you are. And if you know, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. So anyway, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, hitting the bell notification so you always get notified when I jump on a new live or share a video. It's been a while. I just pulled my own damn hair out. Let me see real quick. When was the last time I actually shared an edited video? September 29th, I did a video, and then the video I did before that was Wendy, should a murderer walk free because it's been too long? Murder, no statute of limitation. And that's about Wendy Adelson, who I was hoping would get arrested for her co-conspiration and hiring of a hitman to kill her ex-husband, Dan Markel. And that happened in 2014 in Tallahassee, Florida. And I've been following the case since 2023, when Wendy's brother Charlie was on trial for his part in the conspiracy to hire a murderer, which is what they did, and they did have him murdered. And let me check what you're saying, Bella. Do I need to block somebody? Okay, let me delete you. Bella, I think I already deleted Howard. Yeah. I think I'm seeing the messages a little slower. Oh, wait, hold on. Well, look at that. Oh, wow, you can see your top fans. That's pretty cool. Nice. I love it. So another reason why I do love to, hello, RR. You can rewind if you want to know. Another reason why I love to ignore, yeet, and delete whenever possible is because I really like to curate my space, and I really like to have a safe space, not just for me, but for the people that I want to hang out with, the people that I want to engage with. And I don't know, you must be talking about somebody else. So, you know, and that the more that, no, you're not being mean, you're just stupid and ignorant. And how is it any of your business? And shut the fuck up and goodbye. You know, walking up to a stranger When you come into my live chat and you make a comment, it's like walking up to a stranger. Why would you walk up? Like, yeah, just because I'm saying this is a safe space for LGBTQ plus and the allies, how is that an invitation for you to, I made your night. Um, how is that an invitation for you to ask me about my sexuality? Like, just because I'm an ally and a support doesn't mean that that's an invitation for you to ask an inappropriate question. Hello, Brody. So anyway, okay. Yeah, thank you, RR. It's private and it's none of your business. So having a flag and being supportive doesn't mean ask me a completely inappropriate personal question. It just means that I'm supportive of people, certain kind of people. Like this guy is a fucktard and he's deleted. I wonder if you got, well, I guess like, I wonder if on the replay, if you can watch the, if you see the comments, like before I delete them, you know, when you're watching the replay, if you can see the live comments before they get deleted, or if because I've deleted them, if they don't show up at all. I'm curious about that. Anyway, so a part of me, of course, I want to grow my channel, but I don't want to just grow. I'm more about quality than quantity. So I'd rather have 12 people watching this stream that are 12 safe people that I want to be here versus 50 people or 500 people. Thank you, Brody, watching a stream and 40 of them are hateful, you know? So I will yeet and delete 100, 200 people out of a stream if that's what I need to protect my peace and the peace of the people who are here. I want the people who join my stream and my channel and who watch my videos to know that if you are diverse in some kind of way and you want to live safe and you want to be in a safe space where you can hang out and, you know, maybe meet some like-minded people who also want to live or you know, hang out in a safe space, then this will be the place for you. And if you enjoy being in a space on a channel where where, you know, hatred is not tolerated, then you'll be here. What would that make you? That would make you yeeted and deleted. All right, let me see. So, oh, and this guy. So one thing that I don't do is debate hate. I have to sneeze. So, yeah, you know, how you live your life in general, what you vote for, what you believe in, who you better not be in my backyard because that sounds like a stalker. Who you support and who you openly don't support, you know, that tells you who you are as a human being. I'm trying to read your comment, Air Crew Boy 25. Okay. How was your day today? Let's switch up the conversation. What'd you do today? How was your day? Look it up, MM2. I think what defines you is how you treat other human beings and how you speak about other human beings and their rights to live, their rights to pursue happiness, their rights to have a job, their rights to live peacefully and not have other people's beliefs pushed on them or imposed upon them. And I'm sorry, didn't you already say she was dead? I love waffles. How to look it up? It's a rainbow flag. It's the all-inclusive pride flag. That's what it is. Okay, so certain people make it clear you ain't welcome here, because you're gonna, when you refer to human beings in those kind of terms, then you're a dangerous person. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for being here. I am about to turn it off, and if anybody has anything else, oh, thank you, Chili Pepper. I love the rainbow hearts. Anunnaki straight people have everything else. Okay, straight, what the heteronormative people have is the expectation that their way is the way, it's the norm, and that if you are not that, then you're somehow deviating from the norm, instead of just the fact that lots of people exist in different kinds of ways. Okay. Okay, some pointless comments. Okay, you have a good evening. You too. So I'll hang out for another 2 minutes to see if, thank you, Chili Pepper, for saying you're glad I stand my ground, ignore the haters, and just keep moving forward. Exactly. That's what I was saying earlier in this stream. I don't engage because that's not what I'm here for. I'm not here to debate hate. I'm not here to change the minds of racist, stupid motherfuckers. Like, I don't give a fuck about your opinion enough to take 2 fucking breaths trying to hear you out. I don't give a fuck what justifications you can come up with for why you think some people don't deserve to live freely. I mean, I've grown up my whole life being taught by the original hippies. My parents got married when I was a baby, and my pale-skinned dad and my brown-skinned mama in a racist motherfucking world raising me. Thank God for me. Thank God for my mom. It was the best thing in the world to be raised by her. She's one of my best friends to this day. And thank God for the perspectives that gave me and saved me from being just another fucking stupid white chick who don't know shit about nothing except white privilege and white girl crocodile tears and all the bullshit, you know? So I have reasons why I have my personal opinions. I have my own unique experiences in life, where I've traveled to, the things that I've seen, the friends that I've had, the places that I've gone. And believe me, I spent plenty of years in my ute arguing and, you mad, you big mad, you wants to argue. Not me, motherfucker. I am too old for your dumb ass. I don't have time for you bullshit. I don't give a fuck about your dumb ass opinion. Let's see what this guy's saying. Okay, you know, if you don't like my vibe, then you ain't part of my tribe, and you don't need to be here. You know, I don't have to yeet and delete everybody just because it's not my vibe, your vibe. Like, I'm not going to yeet and delete you just because you're not into what I'm saying. The people who I yeet and delete are racist motherfuckers. Because that is just, I ain't got no tolerance for it. I got no tolerance for it. I will not validate you. You took my advice on white folks, which was what, Sheila? Those questions that I asked? Tell me. I know that's right. Be more careful around them. Oh, let me get rid of you, motherfucker. Pink. All right. Mustard. I don't care about that, but I don't want you. So I don't know if you're still there, Jimbo. I'm gonna put this guy on a timeout because he's saying something that I'm not offended by it. Love it. But it's not like, I don't want that on my chat. I don't want my chat to be about that. Hold on, I'm looking for my sweatshirt. It's cold. Let me see it. Chili pepper. Where's my sweatshirt? Oh, I think I took it off in the kitchen when I was cooking because it was getting hot in the kitchen. It's getting hot in here. So I took off my sweatshirt. I am now getting cold, and I'm gonna put my sweatshirt back on. All right, guys, I said bye, but then a couple of people started talking, saying some interesting things. Oh, that's better. And then I have my heated blanket over there. Be more careful around them, Shiloh. Yeah, I mean, there's some cool white people, you know. I'd like to think I'm one of them. Although every time I hear myself say, "Oh, I'm white," I fucking cringe. I hate that. I just hate, I hate the whole like minimizing people to white and black. Like, that is so dumb. The whole concept of like reducing people. This is my heating blanket, 2 blankets. Reducing people to the color of their skin. You're African American, so you don't have white privilege. Did I hear about the deacon? But you're handsome, so that helps. Yeah, there is pretty privilege is a real thing. Am I gonna block you? If I blocked you, how are you? Here. Thank you. I was so cold. Gosh, it's gotten so cold. Let me see what's the temperature. What's the temperature where you are? Let's see. It is 59 degrees Fahrenheit, which for Celsius people is 15. 15 degrees Celsius, 59 degrees Fahrenheit. So I was going to say goodbye, and then Shiloh popped on and mentioned, thank you, about saying cool lights. Shiloh, I can't believe folks were so racist back in the day. What about today, honey? It's, back in the day, yeah, but you love heating blankets? Yeah, oh my God, I just bought another one today because every day, I have it on my, well, actually last night was the first night that I used it this season, but last year, every day I would have it on my bed at night, and then I have to take it off my bed and bring it over here during the day, and I just got annoyed about, did I have a good day today? Yeah, pretty much. There was like one thing that I was talking about earlier in the stream that was on my mind about a meeting I had with my client. And so, as you guys who've been hanging around, you can see I am very blunt, I am very direct, and I am very much, I don't give a fuck about your feelings, bitch. And sometimes a little bit of that comes out in my work. When we're working, everybody has a filter. Hopefully, you have some kind of filter, and you're not just your full-on raw ass self at work. But there's definitely the bluntness in the way I speak. I can't always just cover it up, and I don't want to. Oh, thank you for letting me know that I can immediately eat you. Sheila, you were watching the Little Rock 9 1957 crisis, and I'm like, those white folks were attacking their brothers and sisters in Christ, basically, respectfully. What do I do for work? I do a variety of things. I work remotely. I have several clients, and some of them I do like day-to-day management. I work on projects. I have a couple of lawyers I work for. I have a very incredibly busy executive. Well, actually, there's 2 lawyers and then 2 incredibly busy executives that travel all the time, and I do presentations. I put together their websites. One of them I manage all her social medias. I do podcast editing. Do I think that hell yeah, they went to hell? I'm not a therapist. I'm a insight coach. Yeah, girl, they went to hell. They were the devil. They are the devil. They're spawns of the devil. So I'm saying, like, as a pale skinned person, what kind of Orthodox church? And again, I'm not here to talk about religion, so most likely you're about to get yeeted. But I'll give you a chance. I'm just not interested in having certain kinds of topics on my channel because it's not what I'm about and it's not what I want to waste my time on. So, but I won't immediately eat somebody. I live in the northeast coast of the USA. Do I help to motivate people? I mean, that's not my primary focus isn't about motivating people. It's about, so I am on a journey healing from trauma and learning how to love myself through the process of learning to like myself and up-leveling my mindset and then therefore up-leveling my life. And are you back, Mustard? Good for you. I do too, but please chill with those kind of comments. No, I'm not Christian. Yeah, and so I do like video therapy sessions, which pretty much like these live streams these are for me. These are from me, about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. And then sometimes I engage with comments and then the conversation goes, various places. And then because I have a very strict policy, my ignore, yeet, and delete, y'all stupid motherfuckers who ain't welcome here. And then sometimes, I start to engage with them. Like last night, I was like, I will not engage with you. And somebody was like, aren't you engaging with them? And I'm like, well, no. Really, I'm talking to my chat. I'm talking to my channel. I'm talking to, people who come back on the replay. You want to compliment the direct... Andre, you want to compliment the decorations in my room. Thank you very much. Quite a lot of people like them. A few people are like, is it Christmas? No, I'm just a festive kind of person. Actually, when I don't have the lights on, like once in a rare while, I will, not turn the lights on in the day. And then I'll be like, why does it feel so depressing in here? And then I'll be like, oh, my lights. I don't know. They just bring me joy. The lights bring me joy. And that is what I enjoy doing, bringing myself joy. If I can bring myself joy from some simple, $10, $15 string of lights, it makes me happy. Why not do it? The lamp is a cozy orange. Yeah, thank you. It's a little bit like a layer of dust as well. That is an old lamp. That's a very old lamp, and it might be a fire hazard. And then this one is new, but I think it's backwards, right? It says, well, it's supposed to say on air, but I think it says, Rhea, no. Does it say, Rhea, no? Okay, here we go. Religious zealots, yeet, 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 and doodle eat. You make music for the same reason, to heal from trauma, to up level, to learn to love yourself, through learning to like yourself. The way that you learn to like yourself is by allowing yourself to do the things that you like, especially things that you, maybe when you were growing up, you were told You shouldn't like it. Okay, Mr. Possessive, be careful. I mean, you know, just be careful what you say so you don't get hidden. You didn't even notice it was backwards till you said, are all lives inverted? I don't know. I mean, I'm doing a vertical live on my phone. You were kicked out of band. Hi, Siza Will. I think this is a bad comment, so I'm going to yeet you. You'll never get hidden. I'm just saying, not by me, but by you. You know, a lot of these comments, like there's one right here. This message is held for review. View message. Usually, I don't even bother to try to read it, because it's like, if YouTube is hiding it, then it's probably inappropriate, and I don't give a fuck, because I ain't here. I'm not about that, you know. You might make some typos. What did you get from? I'm all out of my coffee. What were you drinking? Totally valid, queen. Andre Lewis, I subscribe to you. Mod me and I'll help you yeet whenever I'm available. Well, thank you for offering. It takes a lot of trust before I will give someone access to being a moderator. I do appreciate it. Why did you say I yeeted you the other day? This is a bass pick. Look at that. My son plays the bass. It's like felt. Made me a couple of cocktails, mostly vodka based, like vodka sours. Oh, you like sours? You asked a loaded question. Did I yeet? So I couldn't have hidden you. I must have just put you on a timeout. The bass is amazing. Yeah, it is. Their dad has been playing bass since he was 15. And actually, that's when we met, when he was 15 and I was 16. And we were high school sweethearts. Understandably unnerved you. But I couldn't have, again, like I said, certain people, oh, these are massage tools, by the way. Wood therapy massage tools. Certain people, like I said, if they say something I feel like is skirting the line, it's a little inappropriate, but I don't, like, but it's not like super hateful, I'll give you a timeout and give you another chance, so to speak. If you say something like racist or transphobic or something like that, I hide you from the channel, which as far as I know, is permanent. So this guy, I will delete you because the first part of the question wasn't offensive, but then the second part was obviously offensive. So, you know, why engage? I think that one thing that people can learn. Oh, wait, hold on. My kid. Hold on. 1 second. Please hold. I'm going to put my cute little please hold thingy. And I'm back. Sorry, guys. I lost some of you guys while I was pausing. Let me see what I missed. Okay, let me delete this guy. Chili Pepper, your son plays the drums. Let me see, how do you say that name? I don't know how you pronounce the thing with the umlaut. Kaisitio Verco said I was playing bass and cello. That's very cool. Mr. Possessive says, you guys, except Chili, are crazy, lol. Kaisitio Verco says, only have a fretless now, which was a mistake, as it's not so good for practicing. I think my son wanted to or did buy. No, he didn't buy a fretless. He was doing something to his frets. And I was like, isn't that going to make it hard? Hi, Pookie. Verco. Andre says, wait, hold on. Before I read your comment, hold on. Oh, I see this guy I can delete. Okay, let me see what you said, Andre. Hold on. I get curious about the troll. If they're not violent or otherwise impossible to have a good dialogue with, I try to understand why they think or believe certain things. So that's exactly what I don't do. I don't try to understand. I have zero interest or time to try to understand some fucking crazy stupid bitch. Like, you're racist or some dumb shit. I don't care why. Who cares why? You're dumb. You're ignorant. You have stupid beliefs. You were brainwashed. You have a double standard. You want more than you deserve. You know, whatever. There's a bazillion possible reasons. I don't give a fuck why, and I don't care to engage with them. I don't make a space for them. I don't validate them. This ain't the place for them. So, you know, you can, if you like, I'm not telling you what to do. You could go stand on the corner for 8 hours and debate them. Parker, get a job, literally will be on lives all day long, debating them. I've sat and listened for hours and hours at times, just because I'm just like, how can people this hateful and stupid exist? But yet there they are, voting. But they have a right to. Yeah, some people can just be awful. And I'm too old. When I was 16, 17, 20, 25, goodbye, good night, Chili Pepper. I hope you subscribed. Please subscribe, and I hope you'll be back. But, when I was younger, if you're in your 20s, even if you have a good night too, take care. It is 10:29 p.m. over here. You've done it already, as in learned from trying in the past. Hello, Kellen McCauley. And I can say ignore, yeet, and delete. How about that? Beep. It's not my place to tell you what to do as far as, when you want to engage with other people. When I first truly became vegan, there's a lot of preconceived notions and prejudices about vegan people. People are like, oh, angry vegan, militant vegan, blah, 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 blah. And, there's a lot of jokes about vegan. Vegans are often the butt of negative perceptions. But early on in my vegan journey, it was crystal clear to me that trying to convert others, just something I don't give a fuck about. I don't give a fuck about I don't fucking care what you're doing. You don't live with me. Your food's not in my fucking refrigerator or on my dinner table. If I go out to dinner with somebody, I don't give a fuck what you're eating. My dad always taught me, mind your fucking business when it comes to what's on somebody's plate. You don't like it, and that probably came from me constantly being like, ew, what the fuck? Hi, Blanken Becklers. Creatine? I'm not sure. Yes, they are vegan. I don't need a supplement because I eat fruits and vegetables, which has all the nutrients you need. Well, romaine lettuce smells delicious, so it's my favorite kind of lettuce. So, is that supposed to be an insult? I don't know. But yeah, how do you subscribe? Come on, you got to know how to subscribe. You hit the button that says subscribe, and then you hit the bell notification so you never miss a notification when I go live or share a video. I am so old. I am so old. Thank God. Thank God I'm here and not dead. Because if I wasn't this old, I would be dead. And you know, it's a fucking blessing and a gift to grow old. So if you're not old, one day you will be, or you'll be dead. So only a young, stupid fucking idiot would think that telling somebody who's old that they're old is some kind of insult. You're young and you're dumb. Maybe you won't get to be old. That's on you, boo. Oh, and you can beat it. Beat it! Beat it! No one wants a fucking asshole up in your chat where you're not welcome. Anyway, I agree with this. Kellen says, since people are ignorant and don't understand that their opinion is not fact and there is more than one perspective. Exactly. And Mr. Possessive says you don't need supplements as a vegan if you get necessary nutrients from natural sources like fruits, veggies, nuts, and grains. This is from a muscle gay, LOL. Well, you know what, Mr. Possessive? You sound educated. You sound like you know what you're talking about, because exactly. Hello, Optimus Prime. Oh my God, are you that Transformer? Are you a Transformer or is there another thing? You're like a Decepticon? Oh gosh, don't say that. Go get some therapy, dude. It's very important. Somebody out there loves you. The fact that you were born means that there's a purpose for you here. Hi, Christopher Cheg. Ha. I don't know what that means. Transformers. Okay, so let's yeet. This chat moves really fast, so I hopefully I don't ever accidentally yeet the wrong person. Sheila says, "Do you think this world is getting better for Black folks?" Not at the moment. Have you watched the news? Have you seen what's happening in the world? It's the worst. It's the worst. It is the worst. Donald Trump and his maggot, asshole, crazy fascist pigs, brown shirt scum. My God, they are literally villain upon villain. It's like they're all trying to out villain each other. You know? Like, that's just crazy. Hold on, let me show you my incense. Oh, I was muted. It's backwards, right? This is a Japanese stickless incense. It's traditional Japanese style morning star. This one is called Lotus. Hello, Mixed Martial Artist. Howdy, Jackson Mock. You love the incense? Possibly Trump is using crypto to pull off a massive scam. That's right. I'm gay 27 man and don't have any gay friends. Oh, that's sad. Well, maybe you'll make some gay friends here. See? And you just met one. Thank you, Mr. Possessive. Sage is good. Yeah, sage is good. I love patchouli. Buckle up, you got 8 years of... I don't think so. He's a corrupt fucker. And a fake motherfucker. And I don't think he... I don't think so. So... Okay, anybody else have anything to say? Oh, sure, I will keep it family friendly by eating you, because fuck you, bye. I'm not here for children. If you're a child, please leave. I think the world just needs more peace, Shiloh. How do you get peace? Mr. Possessive. Oh my God, Cat, you give me life. Mixed martial Autist says, Vance is owned by Israel and big tech. And this guy says, please yeet me and delete me. And this guy also asked to be ignored, yeeted, and deleted. Hello, Anthony. And this guy asked to be yeeted and deleted. Shiloh, have a good night. Oh, I was about to answer you. What I think this world needs more of is love, sweet love. No, what I think this world needs more of is less of racists. What I think this world needs more of is more diversity, more equality, more inclusion, less homogeny, less hatred and fear, more diversity for sure. And I think that, the mediocre white man who thinks that he deserves everything because for whatever reason he thinks mediocre white man is the best of the best, which is like, give me a break. Not the case. Not that there's, I'm sure there's some white guys that are not just mediocre, and there's some white guys that are the best of the best, but there's a hell of a lot of a bunch of other kind of people that need to be celebrated, given the spotlight, given the platform, given the stage, put in the history books, given the statues, talked about, celebrated, have holidays, federal holidays, many after them. And, you can be blonde and white and not be a hateful piece of shit. It is possible. You just have to fucking show up and show that you're a trustworthy, safe person to be around, and that you're not going to, I worked briefly for a woman who the first time I did a Zoom with her, I was like, when you hear a term like someone is stunning or, like jaw-dropping, that was my first impression of her. And she was a white lady, but she popped open the Zoom video and I was just like, wow, she's gorgeous. She was just incredibly gorgeous. Lots of creepy. Oh no, we are just white hating tonight and every night. So if you want to go hate on black people, go fucking do that somewhere else, bitch. He trains legs, upper body, looks at his abs in the mirror at times, wears short shorts, make. What? Is that like a little comment between the two of you? I don't know. I'm old and white too. Generally invisible, just get in with it quietly. What did I miss? Yeah, I mean, I do need to sleep. Mixed is asking me how to tell if his gym crush is gay. Oh. How to tell? He's asking you? You look a little gay. A little bit gay. Remember that video? That was so funny. I don't remember who that TikTok lady was. You're a little bit gay. What was that about? That was so funny. Anyway. Don't hate. Okay. I did read the whole message and I answered you. I said, we hate no white motherfuckers all the time because they are often the fucking ones who do the crime. Who's shooting up schools in the USA? White kids. Who's shooting up all the people most of the time? White folks. So, Suge Knight. Suge Knight. Why are you faking? The individual claims to exhibit less. Whatever. I don't need to bend over backwards to make white guys feel safe here, because guess what? Every fucking place else is for you. Everywhere else, you got the stage. You have the automatic assumed you're going to be the CEO. You're going to be the doctor. You're going to be the surgeon. You're going to be the top of the chain. You're going to be the manager. You're going to get promoted. You're going to get the role. You're going to get the job. You're going to get the gig. You're going to get the privilege. You're going to get the mortgage. You're going to get the best spot. You're going to, while all the while it's set up that way because you fucking built your shit on the backs of other people, and you refuse to admit it, you refuse to acknowledge it, and then you still think that somehow you deserve better and that you are better when you literally rig the entire system in your benefit and against others. And so will I hate on the white man? I will. Every night, all the night. And if you don't like it, get the fuck out, bitch. You are now recognized as an LGBTQ. Oh. Wait, is that for real or is that your name? Oh, wait. A grinder. That's spam, but it's pretty funny. Okay. Yeah. All right, babies. So thank you for being here. I appreciate the sense of humor. Some people appreciate the sense of humor. And if you cracked me the fuck out, right? Okay? You really did. You'd love a free one. Well, if you like a bunch of Republicans and MAGA men, from what I've heard, they be breaking Grindr when there's conventions and stuff. Okay, preppy slay. So time like this tomorrow, I will be online. I'm happy to see you, baby. Hello, Christopher Chang. Bunny lover said hi. Are you a bad bunny lover? Why hate on the fucking bitches that I yeet and delete? Okay, Dino, Brazil. Those MAGA guys love this lefty D. Not like I'm giving it to them. No, I know. Don Lemon. Oh, my phone needs to be charged. Don Lemon says that whenever there's like a Republican thing, like if he happens to be in the area, or when he used to be like if he was in the hotel or whatever, he said he would stay in his room for the whole thing because he was like, oh my God, they're predators. They come after him. A gay black man. They are like, ooh, flies on, or bees on, what's a good word? Bees on honey, you know? They're just like, give me some of that. That's why they're so fucking racist, because they love it, they want it, they want to be it, they want to eat it, they want to have it, they want to marry it, they want to make babies, they want to do everything with the people that they could never compare to. And oh, thank you for letting me know to ignore, ye, and delete another motherfucker. What's up? I'm new here. How are you doing today, cat? Good. Thank you very much. Yeah, I've been just chatting, but you can see I've been 84 minutes. Putting my incense over here. This incense is amazing. It burns for like an hour. This one, so, okay, I was showing you the Japanese one over here, which burns pretty quickly. It's stickless. And then when you're done burning it, thank you, Mia Athletics, for saying you love my room. So can you see this little tiny nub? When I'm done, that's what I'm left with the stickless one. And then I save them. Hold on. Whoops, I just dropped them. They went. Anyway, I saved them in this little thing, and then I put them in like a little filter, and then I burn them. because I like to be frugal with my incense. But anyway, this one is called Jambrana incense. And this is like, you get like a 6-pack or something. This one is sandalwood. Let me see, I missed some comments. Mr. Possessive, any tips in general how to tell if a guy is closeted? Avoid them if they are. You know who's really good? MJ Harris. He's on various, you know, Facebook, YouTube. MJ Harris. The MJ Harris last name. He always is talking about, so he's gay, and he says avoid closeted men like the plague, but he talks a lot about it. He's incredibly intelligent. He's a very did you ban me, preppy slay? Well, if you're here, I didn't ban you. Maybe I timed out you. Did you say something creepy? I'm missing some comments, but it looks like you guys are intermingling, and that's good. What happened? Oh my God, twin. Yes, my bias is Jungwoon. Ha 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 ha, this is insane. Ra. Bunny Lover keeps asking the same question and you might get yeeted. He, literally. Have a good day. I got to go. You guys are talking to each other. That's good. See? Now, by yeeting and deleting those fucking crazies, eventually we will be left with, well, they don't want to fuck with you, so you leave them the fuck alone unless you're looking for pain. If you find closeted guys sexy, that tells me you're emotionally unavailable. Because if you were emotionally available, you would not find that attractive at all. This stream is about everything and anything. It's fucking 88 minutes long, so you better hit the rewind, motherfucker. Anyway, thank you guys so much. I think I have gotten to the end of it. And thank you so much for my new subscribers. It's always so much fun. I've enjoyed growing. I had been avoiding doing live streams for like the past year. I was like, I'm not going to do them. But I've been doing it in this like format. And sorry you just got here. But if you want to listen, you can always rewind. And I don't know what that means. And so I will yeet you and delete you. Thank you, Mr. Possessive. Love you too. And yeah, guys, maybe I can. Oh, well, thank you so much. Okay, that's a very long name. Oh, and it says that in the name. And maybe you should be yeeted because you're weird. I'm gonna stretch. You're gonna pray. Is that why you got timed out in the first place? Because you were talking about religious shit? Oh, thank you for letting me know. Yeah, so we've got a lot of love here and a lot of snark. A lot of East Coast, in your face, motherfucker, no grace. And goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. I will delete you and yeet you. Ba-ba-ba. So this is more of like a curated, coveted space. It's like I've said before, it's about quality, not quantity. I'd rather have 5 or 10 really cool subs and then East Coast in the face. You know, I want to have a chat. It's like Emily D. Baker's friend was up in here earlier, and that was so cool. And I literally just lit one. And You know, Emily D. Baker, she's very, very highly particular curating her chat. She's amassed almost 1 million people. And thank you for the 100 years. Oh, wow. You love my vids so much. Thank you, Brain RB. Okay, Luke. Yeah, I stopped watching her, I'll be honest, when she was on the Karen Reed is Innocent train, and then I was like, I'm off this train. And I haven't watched her since, but I've really been off of watching true crime in general, except for I did watch Donna's trial. And I'm hoping and wishing, hello Marval, I'm hoping and wishing that Wendy Adelson will get arrested any day now. And, oh my God, look at that guy's flag. Goodbye, motherfucker. You scary motherfucker. Ooh, 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 ooh. Have a good night too, you guys. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you soon in the next one.